DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, hope you're all well. And it is Monday. Monday, Tag Day. So I just finished doing Jasmine's 5 question tag, and now I'm going to move on to Dave Nicholson's last Saturday 7 question tag. Hi there, Dave, and I do hope that you're doing well. Yeah. So let me see. I haven't really thought about any of these things, so let's see what comes out. Question 1. If you could live forever, would you want to, and why? You know what? I think most people are going to answer no to that. Now, if I had to live forever in this body, no. Especially if I'd have to live forever and the others would not. I think that's actually going to be pretty much the standard answer. What I add on to that, again, I'll be talking about my Christian worldview, is that actually all of us live forever. We just don't live in the same body, but we all live forever. Some live different places. Let's just put it that way. We won't go into the details. But, yeah, in that respect, we're not going to have any choices. But if you're talking about living forever in this body and the others not, and as the question is written, no. Question 2. If you had to be someone else for one day, who would you be and why? Wasn't there a movie about that? I'm trying to think. There was a movie with some girl that switched into her mom or something like that. I kind of remember something like that. It was a few years back. And it was not an easy thing. Now, anyway, back to myself and this question. If I had to be someone else for a day, who would it be? I don't want to be anybody else. I'm happy being myself. You know what? I can't answer that question because, frankly, I cannot think of anybody who I would want to be. I know it sounds a bit weird, and it's not because I'm great or anything like that. Is that I don't think anybody else would be better than I am. You know, we all have our quirks. So, no, I would not be someone else, and so I cannot answer really that question. Question 3. It's starting to rain. Question 3. What positive changes have you made in your life recently? Positive changes. Well, I don't know if learning Spanish is a positive change, but one thing that I can say is that we've been going in the last 3 years, probably going on 4, I guess. No, 3, I guess. 3 to 4 years, anyway. Coming up 4 years. To an evangelical church here in town, and the positive influence of going there has been really good on the way that I'd say interacting with people as well. I mean, I always had. If you're asking me, have you just become a Christian, a born again Christian, and so on, the answer is no. But I find it since the COVID time where people went kind of like bananas. We've started going there after, and it's had a lot of positive aspects in our lives. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. If you want to know more, maybe one day I can make a video. Okay. Let me see now. Question 4. What makes you feel good about yourself? Well, it's pretty much what I just said before. It's the fact of, my faith makes me feel good about myself. And like I said, I'm not going to go into a long discussion because most of you know me by now. So yeah, we're going to leave it at that. And I think once again, those that know me pretty much will know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, well, go and see other videos, see the way I've been over the years, and you'll probably see. Okay. Question 5. What is your biggest regret? What's my biggest regret? I mean, we've been asked that before, and I'm trying to think do I have a real regret? The only regret I have right now, it's a professional one, and that's that didn't finish off some of the projects that we'd started. But to do that, I'd have had to be able to stay on and continue after retirement, and there was a lot of little complicated things. And I kind of see that there was like things like that that weren't finished, and I still basically dream about that sometimes. But that would be a completely utter log. Yeah, but that's probably my biggest regret. By the way, you can hear the rain probably. Question 6. Which one of your responsibilities do you wish you could get rid of? Let me see. What responsibilities do I have now? When I was not retired, I had certain responsibilities in the company which I didn't really care for. I was taking care, amongst other things, of what they call security issues in the last few years. I didn't like that as very much. It was basically being the police in the company, and that was not something that I particularly liked. But aside from that, now that I'm retired, do I have any responsibilities? And any responsibilities that I wish I could get rid of? No, I don't. So I will have to keep with the ones that when I was working, because right now I don't have any responsibilities that I want to get rid of. Question 7 and last. What's something you don't like to do that you are still good at? That is a weird question. Something I don't like to do but I'm still good at. Everything I don't like to do, I'm pretty rotten. Usually the things I do, I try to be good. I'm a good cook, and I like cooking. But there are certain recipes which are no fun. Like when I made the membrillo the other day, it was really, really good, but I really didn't like doing it. There are certain things like that, I guess. What else? I mean, if you were going to ask me, are you good at painting, for example? I'm horrible at painting, so I don't like it and I'm not good at it. I guess it's going to be something like that, because frankly, I didn't like school. I really actually did not like school very much at all, but I was actually very good at it, so to say. So maybe that's something. I guess that's something. Yeah, I guess that is. What's something you don't like to do, but are good at, or still good at? Well, I think school. But I'm not still good at it. But anyway, I guess that's the way I'm going to have to answer this question. Yeah, so that's it. I'm sorry I didn't do much better than that. But anyway, I'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody. And I'm going to go in. It is starting to pour. Okay, bye-bye.